Welcome back to the Supplement Engineer channel. Robert and Sandy are back to bring you more supplement news, information, and reviews. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I know I want to give you a supplement review on this, but I'm very, very biased in this because I helped Robbie formulate this product. This is Overtime from Apollon Nutrition, and so I'm not really going to give you a review. I'm going to do a full detailed product explanation on this, but I feel it would be disingenuous if I just said this product's amazing because, you know, I kind of formulated some of it. So we're not going to do that. We're going to get Sandy's feedback on it, and we'll save the explainer for afterwards. So as you know, I just give you stuff. You don't really know what I'm telling you. I will give her a pre-workout on today. I will give her pills. I will give her potions, whatever else I can come up with that comes out of our magic supplement closet. So
yeah.
You've run the old bottle of Apollon Nutrition Overtime before, which is their nootropic party supplement. When Robbie at Apollon first pitched this idea to me, he said, I want something that people can take out when they go partying, something that's going to be like, because he said people are constantly pounding bangs and doing all this stuff. And then it kind of morphed into, we want a productivity nootropic thing, but an all-day energy supplement that doesn't have a crash on it. Because if you take too much caffeine, some people, you know, there's always a crash for some people.
Or you get the jitters.
Exactly. So, we had V1 that came out, sold very, very well, and we upgraded things with V2 with a little special edition. So, before we get into the ingredients, because there's a lot of things to go over, let's get a little bit of an explanation on how you feel.
I feel good. No. Okay. So, there's definitely caffeine in here, yes?
There is caffeine, yes.
Okay, but I don't feel, I don't know, it's certain nootropics make me feel like a rat or something like that. And I don't feel that way like this. I feel good. I do. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel productive. I feel a little more peppy than usual, but not in an annoying way.
That's a scary thing. She's peppier than usual.
Yeah. But one thing I can say is some nootropics, am I allowed to say this? It's going to be kind of gross. Some nootropics make me feel a little sweaty.
Okay.
Is that normal?
Well, it depends. I mean, if they have some kind of thermogenic ingredient in there, sometimes some of them do, but it's rare.
Okay, well, sometimes some nootropics make me feel a little sweaty because I just get like, ooh. So this one makes me feel good. I don't have any negative side effects. I just feel focused and good.
Any crash or anything like that ever? Or
no,
sky
not really.
brain fuzziness, anything like that?
No, I never actually have a crash from the things you give me. Like I said, I just wake up, he's like, here, take this. I'm like, okay. I don't know. But no, I don't have any crashes. So I feel good about it.
Okay, perfect. And I mean, I love this product. I'm biased, so don't, take my word with a grain of salt, but the first run sold out. This one's selling really well. Justin over at Supplement Snoop has used it. There's a lot of other people that have used it. They really like it. Let's get actually into the product breakdown of this.
Time out. You know what I just realized this would be great for?
What?
So I go on conferences.
Yeah.
Where it's like 3 days of you sitting in a conference, and so you go to meeting after meeting after meeting, where you're sitting and listening to people talk, and then when you get out, you're usually mingling with people.
Correct.
You've got to be on your A game the whole time, but then it's really hard to be on your A game when you're sitting in like a workshop all day, and then they have the 5 o'clock workshops or the 4 o'clock workshops. You're exhausted. This would be great, I think, for a conference if you're going to one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of these people do that.
And for all of the viewers out there, this is her on a half dose. I gave her a half dose of this morning. She didn't know she was getting a half dose of this, but that's a half dose.
So good thing you didn't give me a full.
Yes. Okay, so we'll go over the differences between the two. The original version and the
Did you do
version.
both?
Huh?
Did you help with both?
Yeah. I mean, this is the V1, and the V2 is what we added on the back end to it.
Okay, so you did both.
I helped Robbie with both, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know
that. He sent me a base formula, and I suggested some tweaks and additions and
Well
whatnot.
done.
So, yeah, I mean, I love it. He knows that nootropics are my baby, and so anything I can do to help out with that, and so, Robbie's awesome. So, Overtime is part of Anarchy Labs. It's now been brought under the fold into the Apollon Nutrition. Anarchy Labs was kind of the crazy, hardcore, edgy brand, sister brand of Apollon. It's now under the Apollon category. I keep crossing my fingers, hoping and praying that Robbie eventually puts this into a powder because I like to drink my supplements instead of taking caps, but that's just me.
I'm a pill person.
You're
just
wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't need a drink.
All right, so each full serving is 6 capsules. So she only got 3 capsules. I've only ever gone up as high as 4. I know people that do 6. Eddie from Muscle Players, TJ over at Fitness Steel News, they take 6 and they are flying through the fucking roof on a day-to-day basis.
Can you take them spaced out? Can I take 3 and then 3?
Yeah, you can take 3 and 3. But I mean, usually I take 3 and I'm good to go for the day. Or I'll use that as a pre-workout and I'll stack it with a non-stim pump pre-workout or something like that.
This has possibilities. I like that.
Lots of possibilities. And it doesn't have that ingredient that makes you nauseous, which we're going to cover in a future review.
Yes, there is an ingredient that I've noticed has made me nauseous.
Very popular ingredient in pre-workouts that you always get nauseous whenever I give it to you.
It's weird. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This doesn't have that.
No, it
thank
doesn't.
you.
All right, so we're starting off with 6 capsules of a full serving. In each full serving, 2 grams of L-tyrosine, which is an amino acid that serves as kind of the fuel source for producing dopamine, noradrenaline, and adrenaline in the body. So dopamine is the mood, motivation, reward molecules involved in motor control, feelings of happiness, reward, all that kind of good stuff, focus.
Okay.
All right, so we got 2 grams of that, solid dose on that. We have 600 milligrams of lion's mane, standardized to 25% beta glucan. So lion's mane, nootropic mushroom, I love it. It boosts brain levels of nerve growth factor, which is involved with the growth, development, maintenance, repair of neurons.
I hear it helps prevent Alzheimer's. That's a disclaimer that I just said. Notice you didn't say it, but that's how I feel.
There's some research in animals that it may assist with do that. We have
I'm
to say
sorry,
assist
I
and
shouldn't
support.
say anything. I don't know anything.
We don't need the FDA
I don't know
putting
anything.
the kibosh on this channel.
I don't know anything.
So I love lion's mane. The dose in here is solid. Even if there wasn't caffeine in here, there are 2 nootropics, both of which are actually in here, rhodiola and lion's mane, that when I take them, I get a very energizing effect in the brain. And so it probably has to do with the upregulation of nerve growth factors in the brain, these brain peptides, and a few other things that I'll get to in rhodiola when we get to that in a second. But good dose of lion's mane. I love the nootropic. Take it every day. I take multiple grams of it a day if I'm not taking it in this. So love the ingredient.
I think it's healthy. It's good.
We have 600 milligrams of alpha GPC, which is one of the 2 premier choline sources on the internet. So you have alpha GPC or CDP choline. My personal favorite, if I'm just taking it by itself, is CDP choline because it's kind of like a 2-for-1 nootropic in the cytidine and the choline source. But alpha GPC gives you a little bit more choline on the front end. So if you're going to take just a choline by itself without any kind of huperzine in there, like a acetylcholinesterase inhibitor, you might want to go with alpha GPC. Plus, there's some research showing that it improves strength and power output in sports and exercise performance. So we've got 600 milligrams here of the 50%, so you're getting 300 milligrams of alpha GPC.
Cool.
Of actual alpha GPC. So yes, solid dose on that, which upregulates acetylcholine, which is the learning neurotransmitter, so memory, learning, focus, all good things right there. 500 milligrams of beta phenylethylamine. So beta PEA is a naturally occurring in the body. It functions as a neurotransmitter, boosts other things. It's a feel-good neurotransmitter. The problem with beta PEA is that it's metabolized, its mood boosting effects go away in about 15 minutes.
Oh no.
Yeah, so there's some things in here we've got to extend and complement that. But in addition to boosting feel-good stuff, it also stimulates, activates dopamine and serotonin in the body. So that's why you get happiness, more focus, more joy, euphoria, and all of that kind of good stuff.
Happiness.
High dose of that, super high dose of beta phenylethylamine. Usually you see like 200 to 300.
And we have 500.
500. Robbie, likes to go above and beyond
I like
things,
it.
and so you get a power at and kisser. And this is a good thing also for a workout, is that it gives you that initial burst of excitement to get in there and get shit done.
Yeah.
So you get excited, you get up, and then you've got the rest of the stuff to kind of carry.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So then from there we have 300 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. So that's a lot for a nootropic. That's in the full dose though. So you take.
I did 150.
Right. So that's 150 on the front end. You've also got 200 milligrams of the dicaffeine malate, which is the slower acting.
Oh, the longer lasting.
Yeah, and that is the yield of dicaffeine malate. A lot of times companies will just give you the overall, like 200 milligrams of dicaffeine malate, but it's only about 75% of that. So this is the actual yield of getting a full 200 milligrams of dicaffeine malate. So that's 500 milligrams total. So you've got 300 from the initial burst, and then 200 sustained. That's going to keep you going for another 6 to 8 hours.
See, I think that's important in a nootropic, is it can't just be it's got to be long lasting, otherwise it's not worth it.
Agreed. We also have 300 milligrams of N-phenylethylamine. So we just talked about beta PEA, which is the rapid acting, feel good, euphoric.
The one that's 15 minutes.
Correct. The N-phenylethylamine is a compound that's found in Rhodiola and a few other plants. That is it's a relative of beta PEA. It's got some other kind of little fun molecules on its structure that make it a little bit longer lasting, a little bit harder hitting. So you're going to get a more prolonged euphoric sensation from that ingredient and a little bit better sustained focus and energy from it. Then after that, we've got, I mentioned earlier, 200 milligrams of Rhodiola Rosea.
Yeah, rhodiola.
I love rhodiola. It's an adaptogen. It's been used for centuries. It came out of Russia. You know, Russians are fucking crazy. They are
Really?
awesome. Yeah. I mean, it's been used for anti-stress, for depression, for focus, for energy, anxiety. It's just kind of an all-encompassing nootropic that I love. It's got a very stimulating effect in the body for me, even if I just take it outside of caffeine. So if I'm working in the afternoon and I don't want to have any more caffeine, I will take some of that along with some lion's mane, and
hey,
I feel very energized, very happy.
I like that we're giving options in addition to caffeine.
Correct.
I think most
yes.
people just think you have caffeine.
Yeah, well, in addition to its anti-stress, anti-fatigue benefits, it's also got some MAO inhibiting properties and acetylcholinesterase inhibiting properties. So there's a little bit of research. So MAO is monoamine oxidase, which that is the enzyme that breaks down beta PEA.
Oh.
So by having, you know, some of these mild inhibition properties, it's going to extend even longer the euphoric sensation from the beta PEA and the N-phenylethylamine.
Hey.
And then the acetylcholinesterase inhibiting properties of rhodiola are going to complement with the alpha GPC to extend acetylcholine levels in the body for enhanced focus, memory, learning, all of that kind of good stuff. So that was one of my additions that I put into this for Robbie, because I love the ingredient and I thought we're trying to avoid a crash in here. We also want something that's going to be prolonged energy without constantly upping the caffeine to like 600, 800 milligrams or something like that. Yes. We've also got 160 milligrams of theacrine, which is a caffeine relative that is super long-lasting energy. It gets ramped up kind of when caffeine's on the back end. So caffeine's initial burst of energy is probably within 30 to 60 minutes post-ingestion. Theacrine doesn't really start getting amped up to like 90 to 120 minutes after ingestion.
Merges.
And then its energy boost lasts for like 8 hours. So plus it also synergizes pretty well with caffeine, or complements caffeine, in that they both attack the adenosine receptors in the brain from different angles. So caffeine is like kicking down the front door to block the adenosine receptor. Theacrine's coming in from the side, like slipping in the window, doing a little bit softer modulation of it. Both of them also stimulate dopamine, release in the brain, so more feel good, more happy, more energy and motivation. All good things.
Yeah.
We've also got 30 milligrams of Noopept. Now this is the new ingredient.
Wait, what's it called?
Noopept.
Noopept.
Noopept. So this is a synthetic nootropic. It's akin to a racetam family, where it's an ampakine, but it also upregulates choline activity. I know everything I'm saying is kind of going whoosh.
I'm with you though. When you describe, I can do this.
Yeah. It is going to upregulate and potentiate acetylcholine activity in the body. So we've got we have the rhodiola and the alpha GPC. Yeah, upregulating and increasing acetylcholine levels in the brain.
Nice.
The Noopept is going to potentiate that, accelerate that. It also increases nerve growth factor levels in the brain, similar to what lion's mane does.
That's good.
So I love Noopept. There's 30 milligrams in here. You take half dose, that's 15 milligrams. I recommend people usually start in like the 10 milligram dose once or twice a day, and then kind of work your way from there. So that's why I don't really recommend taking all 6 caps of this right off the bat. You probably don't need that. Yeah. That gives you another very excitatory charging effect in the brain, which is really cool. It stacks well with alpha GPC. Plus, if you supplement with Noopept too much and you don't have those choline donors in there, you don't need a choline-rich diet like a lot of egg yolks, you can get a headache from overtaxing and overusing that acetylcholine pathway. So we've got the alpha GPC in there to stack well with the Noopept to kind of supply some of what's needed and
brain action.
potentiate. Yes, very much so. And then the final ingredient is 2.5 milligrams of Rhodiola vomitoria extract, which is going to be standardized to... Yeah, it's not the best sounding plant name.
Sounds like I'm vomiting.
90% alpha yohimbine, which is another pretty potent CNS stimulant that's just going to increase your energy, give you that long-lasting happiness, energy, excitement, motivation to go and get shit done, whether it be productivity, conferences, supplement reviews, writing, anything else you want to do. So
okay, can I just say that I've noticed something about these nootropics is that everything you're saying, it sounds like, I know that you have a lot of the brain neuron things, but a lot of it is just being happy. You've said the word happy a lot. So when someone's taking a nootropic, I think sometimes we think it's with focus, but really I think what you're saying is that if somebody, just bear with me, so if you're in a happy state of mind, it naturally lends you to be more productive and to have more energy.
Correct.
So really, y'all just need to be working on being happy in life, and all things will go well.
Well, there's also like
But
a
I mean,
segment.
seriously, it's interesting.
Well, yeah, there's nootropics that are geared towards energy, motivation, focused learning, kind of like these. There are some other nootropic categories that are more positioned on anti-stress,
Yeah. But it sounds like
anxiety
in order
side
to be
of things.
productive, it helps to be happy.
Yeah, well, yeah, that helps, and boosting dopamine and serotonin,
Right.
which this does, will increase your happiness and your
No
motivation.
stress.
Yeah.
Do your thing, do your thing.
So yeah, there's other things like theanine, ashwagandha, stuff that kind of gets rid of some of the stress and anxiety in your life, which could also improve your mood that way as a different way
Right.
than directly
that funny?
substituting with those kind of things. So
I don't know. I feel like it's so simple. Like happy life.
I mean, not everybody's married to an amazing guy like you are, so that's why everybody can't be happy.
It's really easy. No, but this is great. Yeah. Being happy all day. That's what it's about, guys.
Yeah. So, like I said before, I love the product, but you know, I'm biased in this one. So this is why we're trying to position this more as a product explainer than as a pure 100% supplement review, because that's it. So.
Great job.
Yeah, thank you. All right, guys, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share with family, friends, and we'll be back with more as always.